Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more Universe Mode on the JPG channel. Of course, it is Friday Night SmackDown, and it is Friday Night Melo in the building. Carmelo Hayes starting our show off tonight. Singles competition against a man that, they've had a few choice words in the past, and they've had a few chances to stare each other down since both being drafted to Friday Night SmackDown. That being Swevre Strickland. Carmelo Hayes and Swevre Strickland opening the show here tonight. And what could be a very interesting clash, a very good match in my opinion at least. Two very hungry top prospects here in WWE today. Swevre Strickland and Carmelo Hayes, that is.
And his opponent from Tacoma, Washington, weighing in.
A little bit of animosity there from Carmelo Hayes, given the fact that Swevre Strickland kind of stole Melo's opportunity to get into the Money in the Bank ladder match. Cast your minds back to a few weeks ago when it was Swevre, Carmelo Hayes, and Apollo Crews all in a triple threat match as a qualifier for that men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Swevre was able to get the job done that night, and Melo had to eat crow. And even in the second chance qualifiers with Carmelo Hayes, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk, of course we know Seth Rollins won that. That's also the reason why CM Punk is upset at Seth Rollins, which we'll have to see, if anything develops from that story here tonight, because CM Punk is indeed in the building, and he is in action tonight against the underdog from the underground, Sami Zayn. Another man that came oh so close to qualifying for the Money in the Bank ladder match. As here we go, Carmelo Hayes and Swevre Strickland lock up center of the ring. Huge knee strike from Swevre. Like I said, there's not been too much love lost between these two in the number of months that they have been on the same show. They just haven't gotten it square off until right now, and you couldn't pick a better opportunity for Carmelo and Swevre Strickland to finally go at it just weeks before SummerSlam. As Swevre Strickland, look at this. Melo thought he had Swevre scouted, but Swevre changing the pages on the book before Melo can even read them. And look at this, a huge knee strike right to the jaw. Some pinpoint accuracy striking to start this one off. Carmelo Hayes, he's trying to get back in that winning column. We haven't seen him take a ton of W's since coming up here on the main roster, but I mean, it's a learning experience at the end of the day. Each time he's just going to get better and better. He should have just learned right there that Swevre Strickland was trying to stay out of harm's way, but instead Carmelo Hayes, as of right now, with the odds in his favor. And look at this, Carmelo Hayes going over the top rope with a tope con hilo, taking out Swevre Strickland. Like I said, folks, this is going to be one hell of a match to open our show here tonight. You could put money on that. I will put my own money on that this will be one hell of a match. Beautiful float over DDT from Carmelo Hayes now. And it's that lightning quick offense that, really keeps Carmelo Hayes in control, really keeps Swevre Strickland kind of guessing as to what Hayes is going to do next. Even when he tries to defend himself, Carmelo has an answer. Huge kick right to the face, and I know exactly what Carmelo Hayes is going for here. Yes, that springboard DDT. Seen Melo hit that time and time again since his mainstay on the main roster here. And Swevre Strickland, man, not looking too hot in the early goings. Carmelo Hayes is arguably the fresher of the two. Remember, Swevre Strickland was indeed involved in that Money in the Bank ladder match last week in London. Carmelo Hayes got the night off. But Carmelo Hayes is actually coming off a loss against Kenny Omega last week in a pretty decent showing, but almost uncharacteristically, Kenny Omega actually accepted a count-out victory. Beat Carmelo Hayes down on the outside of the ring and let the ref do the rest. I mean, absolutely despicable actions from our United States champion, Kenny Omega. And like I said, very uncharacteristic I have no idea what's going on with Kenny Omega. He's actually not here tonight. He'll be back here next week. We'll have to, see where that story develops as well with the United States champion. He's still probably, looking to get himself a challenger for the United States Championship, of course, in Detroit at SummerSlam. Be hard-pressed to find a show as big as SummerSlam without a Kenny Omega being on the card. He was on last year's card when he actually showed up to be the random mystery opponent of John Cena. And look at this. Both men going move for move right here. And Carmelo Hayes gets the better end of the stick, it looks like. And now, wait a minute. Oh, my goodness. Melo taken to the skies with a springboard crossbody. Count of 6. Carmelo's going to want to get Swevre back into the ring. And now a count of 7. Getting both men back in the ring, both himself and Swevre Strickland. He went for a super kick. Swevre, had it scouted. Was able to telegraph it, and now Carmelo Hayes is fighting from underneath. Went way too high. Swevre Strickland sticking close to the turnbuckle to, keep himself out of Melo's vision. And now what the hell has Swevre Strickland got planned here? Making him think about it, but Carmelo Hayes has an answer for that as well. A knee strike right to the face and now an elbow right to the back of the neck. Man, Carmelo Hayes is looking impressive here tonight. Like I said, he's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder after not quite, losing in a fair shot against the United States champion last week. You could arguably say Melo deserves a rematch in that respect, considering Kenny Omega did not pin his shoulders down to 3, did not make him submit. He had to resort to almost nefarious tactics to get the job done, if you will. And for me to be saying that about Kenny Omega, it says a lot, trust me. And now look at this, Swevre Strickland with some athleticism on display there. Beautiful hops from Swevre Strickland, and now Swerve's right back in the driver's seat. Now Swevre is driving the car, as he loves to do time and time again. What the hell does Swevre Strickland have planned here? Huge moonsault. Got a lot of air, too. Could that be a count of 1, 2? Oh, Melo gets the shoulder out again. And Swevre Strickland, man, he might be, I guess he's going to go to the well once again. What can Swevre have planned here? Oh, no. Nothing there for him. Carmelo went for that huge springboard clothesline. Swevre again keeping his distance. Both men have definitely done their homework on one another. And now look at this. A huge elbow to the face. Melo was going for a lariat. Swevre kind of, kept his ground. And now what the hell does Swevre Strickland have planned here? Just wrenching at that arm on the ropes. Doing any and anything he possibly can do to gain the offense. And now more submission-based offense from Swevre Strickland. Melo's trying to fight. He's trying to scratch and claw. He doesn't want to take another L here tonight. 2 weeks of L's would not be right for Carmelo Hayes. Just drives that knee right into the face of Swevre Strickland. And now beautiful tilt-a-whirl face buster out of nowhere. Spiked Swevre Strickland to get a big win here tonight. No, Swevre gets the shoulder out at 2.5. This match will continue, folks, until we have a rightful winner. I don't want to see no countouts tonight. Look at this, Carmelo Hayes with a little bit of athleticism in his own right. Beautiful moonsault off the second. Goes for another cover. Swevre again out at 2. And Melo looking at the referee. He thought that was 3 right there. And now, wait a minute. Now it's Melo getting a little bit of submission-based offense in this match as well. Center of the ring. Can Swevre fight through it? He does. Rolls Carmelo Hayes over. And now, wait a minute. What the hell does Swevre Strickland. Oh, a little bit of a shout out to AJ Styles there. Classic AJ Styles maneuver right there with a moonsault inverted DDT combination. And now right back to that arm that's already been previously worked on in this match. Swevre has a game plan heading into this match, and it is to brutalize a man that, he probably doesn't have too many fond feelings for. And now, wait a minute, what the hell? Oh my goodness, got met by a super kick for his troubles. Jesus Christ. And now, wait a minute, got caught. Suplex lifting cutter combination. That's going to get the job done, isn't it? 1, 2. Oh, Swerve gets the shoulder again. You have got to be kidding me, man. This is something right here. We are not worthy of these two. The crowd is absolutely right. These two are putting on a barn burner for us here tonight. And now, wait a minute. Swerve has Melo in the crosshairs. Beautiful. Going for the kill shot right there. Missile drop kick style. Only a 2 count again, though. Carmelo stays in the fight. Carmelo stays in the fight, but wait a minute. Gets that double foot stomp this time. Gets the double foot stomp this time to put Carmelo Hayes away again. A shoulder out at 2.5. Carmelo Hayes is showing that grit, that fight that he has, that dog in him. We saw that last week in his match with Kenny Omega. He took the champ almost to his limits, and a lot of me thinks that Kenny Omega was, almost second-guessing himself. Maybe that's why he accepted a count-out victory. Still, nonetheless, it is very uncharacteristic for Kenny Omega to win by any kind of means like that. But now Swerve Strickland completely back in control here. But just as I say that, I'm going to have to eat my words because Carmelo Hayes goes off the ropes. Beautiful springboard clothesline out of nowhere, and only a 2 count again. Swerve is staying in the fight somehow, in some way. And now, wait a minute. What the hell does Carmelo Hayes have planned here? Both men in a prone position, top rope. Carmelo Hayes looking for a superplex off the third. Off the third is what I meant to say. It sounded like I said turd. And now look at this, right into another submission-based offense and just wrenching at the arm of Swerve Strickland as Carmelo Hayes. Justifiable. This is awesome chance to start our show, folks. One hell of a match between these two. Gets caught with a rolling thunder flatliner combination. That's got to be it right there. Count of 1, 2. Again, Hayes gets the shoulder. You have got to be kidding me. Swerve Strickland now has to be second-guessing himself this far into the match. And now, wait a minute. Oh, just shoulder into the additive area. Nothing pretty about it, but effective nonetheless. But Carmelo Hayes gets right back in the fight. Went for super kick. Got caught. What's this? Oh, my goodness. Face first on the unforgiving outside of the ring. And now Swerve targeting that arm of Carmelo Hayes. What the hell can Swerve have planned for Carmelo Hayes here? Gets Carmelo back into the ring. And now, wait, you gotta be kidding me. That's a long distance away from the ring, bud. He's going for it, though. Oh, no. Might have been a fatal mistake that Carmelo can capitalize on. And he does indeed. First 48 knees to the face. I think he might have busted Swerve open in the process. That is going to be it. No, Swerve gets the shoulder somehow. And Carmelo Hayes says that's it. Now he's going for his version of a kill shot. And it's nothing but net. Got him. Swerve Strickland made a fatal mistake, and it's going to cost him big time here tonight. Count of 2. No, again, Swerve gets the shoulder out. You have got to be kidding me. Now it's Carmelo Hayes sort of second-guessing his abilities in this ring, but I don't think he should for a moment because that's a beautiful clothesline to knock Swerve out. And now it's kind of just any man's ball game, really. They both have hit each other with the biggest moves in their offense, except for the house call. We haven't seen Swerve hit the house call yet, or the JML driver, which, I mean, he really only pulls that out of the bag every now and then. But now Carmelo Hayes, gets a punch for his troubles. And now, wait a minute, went for another one, but ducked it that time. And now going for that springboard DDT once again, plants him. And Swerve Strickland might be down and out here. Carmelo Hayes looking to light his chest up. And now both these men going move for move right now. Ducks it. And now, wait a minute. Oh, no, roll up on Swerve. Roll up on Swerve to steal one. He's going to steal one here. 1, 2, 3. Carmelo just pinned Swerve Strickland to get himself some much-needed momentum here on Friday Night SmackDown? What? What the hell? The lights went out, and a freaking Nigerian beast appears, and apparently he is still aligned with Swevre Strickland. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Oba Femi. Oba Femi, formerly of NXT, formerly of the Mogul Embassy. Not formerly enough because he has just appeared here on Friday Night SmackDown. And, I mean, he was wearing the Mogul Embassy merch, so you would excuse me if I wouldn't believe that him and Swevre Strickland are still very, very close together, folks. Oba Femi on Friday Night SmackDown. I'm terrified, not only for myself, but for everybody in that back in the locker room. He is an absolute monster. If you have not seen Oba Femi, whether in real life or in my universe mode, this is a man that completely squashed Braun Breaker in universe mode back during, WrestleMania season. Swevre Strickland was feuding with Braun Breaker, and, Swevre Strickland made his return, I want to say, NXT New Year's Evil this past year. Indeed it was. Swevre Strickland, and he didn't come alone either. He came with Oba Femi. The entire match, Braun Breaker was kind of just, I don't want to say intimidated, but definitely he felt the presence of Oba Femi. It was a big distraction, to say the least. And Breaker lost that match because of it. Swerve got the better of the badass that night, and Breaker seeked revenge. He wanted a one-on-one match for Oba Femi's very first match in NXT, and he got completely destroyed by Oba Femi, man. That is a special talent right there. I mean, there's not too many guys that are doing it like Oba Femi, but switching gears, because there's not too many females in the entire professional wrestling business that are doing it at the level of the women's world champion Sasha Banks right now, folks. Sasha Banks has been champion since the Royal Rumble, finally ridding Saraya of her duties of being world women's champion, which we haven't seen Saraya since. And Sasha Banks has been carrying the women's division here on Friday Night SmackDown. This is our first time seeing Sasha Banks in quite some time. I was told she was off filming, new scenes for The Mandalorian, and she got her own little side quest, I'm sure. You're training with the Amazing Red down there in New York, honing her craft all over the world before returning back to the WWE. Arguably, I would say this is her home. And now, wait a minute. What the hell is this? Tiffany Stratton just got right into the ring and now trying to throw some nasty shots at the women's champion. I mean, I guess you call your shot. And that's exactly what Tiffany Stratton's doing right now. Absolutely going to town on the women's champion. Tiffany Stratton is not a woman that really wants to wait in line, as you'll come to learn very quickly here on Friday Night SmackDown. Stratton came oh so close to winning the Money in the Bank ladder match last Sunday. Unfortunately, an annihilator named Rhea Ripley stood in hers and everybody else's way. I mean, Rhea Ripley took Tiffany Stratton out for the foreseeable future of that match after she German suplexed her off the top rope right onto a ladder. And I mean, that's why Tiffany Stratton had to take last week off, but she's in the ring with the Women's World Champion tonight. She has a major opportunity ahead of her. And look at this, Sasha Banks hasn't even gotten her entrance gear off yet, and she's already trying to take it to the center of the universe here. As now Stratton and Sasha finally meet in the center of the ring. This is a dream match of sorts. I mean, it's two completely different generations of NXT talent going at it here. Tiffany Stratton with a clothesline takes out Sasha Banks. And now Stratton gets a little bit of an upper hand on the Women's World Champion. I mentioned it time and time again. You pin that champion, man, you have to be first in line for a title shot. With SummerSlam around the corner, that is an easy way to get your name out there on the market, out there in the big leagues, as Tiffany Stratton trying to do here tonight. And now Stratton sending Banks into the corner. Beautiful stinger splash. Gonna go for the cover here. Like I said, I mean, I would have to consider this an upset. I know Tiffany Stratton is a very impressive athlete, but Sasha Banks is Sasha Banks, man. World known name is Sasha Banks. Mercedes Moné, whatever you want to call her. Wherever Mercedes goes, cash follows. But so does controversy. As now look at this. What the hell she got planned here? Oh my God. Nasty knee strike right to the face. Tiffany Stratton might be seeing stars here, and it's not Sasha Banks. And now wait a minute. Oh, a double axe handle off the top rope. Women's World Champion looking in peak condition as always. But like I said, she's had a hell of a vacation pretty much off. She didn't have to defend her Women's World Championship in London. She wasn't even present for London. You know, some people might disagree with that. Some people might, you know, say she deserved the time off, whatever. But like I said, she was off fulfilling different duties. It wasn't like she wasn't working or anything. You know, Sasha Banks is always working. If it ain't about money, she don't want to hear. She don't want to be in the conversation. I'll let you know that right now. But so does Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton doesn't want to be in no conversations if it's not anything, you know, of monetary value either. So, I mean, these two are very different, but also very similar in some ways. As now Sasha Banks takes a spill over those steel steps, and Stratton looks to get back into the ring. Because remember, she's not the Women's World Champion heading into this match. She wants to pin the Women's World Champion. And now, wait a minute, Tiffany Stratton grabbing a hold of Sasha Banks. What can she have planned here? Has her in a powerbomb positioning. And now, wait a minute, what the hell? Alley-oop, bomb into the turnbuckle. My goodness gracious, and a John Woo kick to cover that up right there. That might be it, honestly. Sasha gets the shoulder, though. That was a great combination. Absolutely stunning the champ. And look, Sasha Banks is another one of those champions that's looking for a challenger to step up for SummerSlam. I mean, over on Monday Night Raw, it seems as if Io Sky has pretty much called her shot against the Women's World Champion on that show. WWE Women's Champion, excuse me, Becky Lynch. What a hell of a match that would be if that gets made official. But as of right now, we don't have anybody stepping up to Sasha Banks to challenge her for her championship heading into Detroit. And now, wait a minute, Tiffany Stratton looking to upstage Carmelo Hayes with a superplex of her own. That might be it right there now. Big superplex off the top rope. Takes a lot out of you. Count of one. Only a 1 count. So far, Stratton has not been able to keep the champ's shoulders down for more than a 1 count. And now goes right back to the head. And Stratton, she has a very mean side when she wants to bring it out. We call her the WWE's resident princess, and WWE's resident princess just took to the skies. Tiffany Stratton with a suicide dive, wiping out the Women's World Champion. I'll tell you, this is a lot more one-sided than I ever thought. Sasha Banks is arguably the much fresher of the two heading into this match. She should be all over this woman, but Stratton, like I said, she has a point to prove, and you know, two things are for certain, like, you know, Superman's always going to wear his cape, but Tiffany Stratton is always going to prove her point at the end of the day. Now Sasha once again stomping out that hand. It's already been an incredible night of action, folks. Carmelo and Swevre absolutely tearing the house down to open our show. Oba Femi showing up, apparently still, you know, coinciding with Swevre Strickland of the Mogul Embassy. I didn't even know that, you know, Swevre was bringing the Mogul Embassy to Friday Night SmackDown. I mean, hell, you could count me in. So far, it's just him and Oba Femi down in NXT of the Mogul Embassy, but who knows? Maybe he's looking for recruits. There's a whole locker room full of them. Big frog splash tribute to her favorite wrestler, Eddie Guerrero, there from Sasha Banks. Man, we still have a WWE Tag Team Championship match to close our show. Cast your minds back to a few weeks ago. The new Bloodline pinned the WWE Tag Team Champions A-Town Down Under and have secured themselves a spot for a title match with A-Town Down Under. That goes down tonight in our main event. We have CM Punk in the house as well as Sasha Banks taking control of Tiffany Stratton. Stratton just took a little too long to get on that top rope. And now Sasha Banks trying to go back at her, but she gets leveled by a discus lariat from Tiffany Stratton. And now, wait a minute, went for something there, but oh my goodness, gets the elbow to the jaw for her troubles. And now Sasha dragging Tiffany Stratton into the corner. And now wrenching at the arm. You know, Sasha Banks is a submission specialist at the end of the day. These two women have been beating the absolute tar out of one another since this match began, really. Now Stratton could be stunned here. Gets caught, though. Went for a strike, and Sasha Banks completely taking advantage of that. Completely using Stratton's own momentum against her pretty much at this point. And now a variation of the Banks statement is locked in. I would argue and say that's more of a crossface. But Stratton able to escape nonetheless. And now, wait a minute, now it's Stratton grabbing a Fujiwara armbar submission hold, and Sasha quickly out of that. Like I said, she has been honing her craft all around the world. Anywhere you can, you know, find technical-based wrestling, submission-based wrestling, Sasha Banks has been in there. The dojo, you know, all around Latin America, New York City, the UK. She's been everywhere. And now, wait a minute, Sasha Banks with a little bit of lucha style of her own right. Suicide dive wipes Tiffany Stratton out this time. And now it's the women's champion, looking like the women's champion, if you ask me. And now look at this neck breaker on the outside of the floor. Stratton might be concussed after that. Now, I hope Sasha Banks isn't looking to take a page out of Kenny Omega's playbook and take a count-out victory here, man. Like, I don't know how many more I could take of those. And now, wait a minute, just adding a little bit of insult to injury here with the submission hold on the outside of the floor. Count of 5. Is Sasha really going to try and... I was going to say, it seemed like she was trying to, like, drown out the count, but Tiffany Stratton finally getting back into this thing and throws Sasha back into the ring on her own right. And now it's Tiffany Stratton grabbing a submission hold once again. She's really trying to go tit for tat with the Women's World Champion. Look at this. Surfboard stretch by Tiffany Stratton. Very impressive. But wait a minute. She's not done yet. Transitions to a Dragon Sleeper? Yo, has Tiffany Stratton been in the dungeon too? Has she been in the dojo? Who the hell taught a former Olympic gymnast a surfboard stretch Dragon Sleeper combination? Let me know about that, my God. Speaking of that Olympic gymnast background, she just got absolute height with that drop kick right to the face. And now arm drag takes out Sasha Banks. Man, that was very impressive from Tiffany Stratton, man. You forget that she could get in her bag like that. And now, wait a minute, goes for a power bomb, sit-out style. Yeah, somebody's teaching her Japanese moves over there, man. I don't know who is. Count of 1 again. Sasha will not give her the satisfaction, so to speak, of a 2 count, even let alone a 3 count. And now just getting a little bit nasty here is Tiffany Stratton. And now, wait a minute, Tiffany Stratton looking at, oh no, but that back kind of gave out a little bit. Remember, she's already been put in the bank statement twice, technically, although one of those was like a crossbody variation of that. And now look at this, went for the drop kick, but Stratton ducked it again. Oh, got right into her face with that discus lariat again. And now, wait a minute, Tiffany Stratton. Big move right there, Rolling Thunder. Oh my goodness gracious. I said Rolling Thunder, I meant Rolling Hills. She went for that clothesline once again and got caught this time with a 3rd bank statement in a row. I don't think Stratton's escaping a 3rd one. Oh no, she has to submit. Sasha Banks putting the princess in her place here tonight. The boss showing Tiffany Stratton that there are levels to this, but Tiffany Stratton is no shy competitor, man. She put on one hell of a showing against the champion. It looked like she just beat herself at the end of that match, man. Just pure exhaustion. Like, she went for that discus lariat for like the 3rd time in this match. At that point, Sasha Banks had it scouted. You can't, you got to come with more unpredictable offense for Sasha Banks if you even want to stand a chance. I mean, there's a reason why this woman has been the Women's World Champion since January. The boss picking up a big win here tonight, heading in 2 weeks from SummerSlam. But as promised, folks, the best in the world is in the building. CM Punk in action next, folks. the underdog from the underground, Sami Zayn. Big opportunity here tonight against CM Punk. And I mean, with this new version of Punk that we've been seeing as of late, you know, we're sort of resorting to like almost alike with Kenny Omega, but I mean, he was doing it to Kenny Omega before. CM Punk was resorting to these dirty tactics to get the job done. I mean, clearly he's not with the United States Championship around his way, so the job was never done nor finished. And, you know, CM Punk, he really saw, after losing 2 straight to Kenny Omega, 2 times trying to fight for the United States Championship, he really saw the Money in the Bank briefcase being that second opportunity to finally get himself back into the spotlight. At least when it comes to, you know, a championship background. CM Punk did not come back, you know, for a novelty act. He's back for good. He's back in the WWE where he belongs, and he wants to be world champion again. And a man that robbed him of that opportunity is none other than the visionary, Seth freaking Rollins, the man that, you know, won that second chance, sudden death, so to speak, Money in the Bank qualifier match that just days before the Money in the Bank ladder match. And we saw exactly how CM Punk felt about that last week, attacking Seth Rollins not only before his match, but after his match as well. CM Punk, the tables have turned here tonight. He's in the ring in action. And, you know, where's Seth Rollins is the real question, I guess. You got to believe Seth Rollins is not very happy with how things turned out last week. Security actually had to break these guys up before, you know, things would reach a boiling point, really. But, you know, Seth probably doesn't feel like he's gotten his pound of flesh in yet. And CM Punk definitely has. I mean, CM Punk, he's a guy where, you know, it's not over until, you know, somebody bleeds or somebody gets hurt. He's a very old school guy in that respect. And, you know, like I said, there's just a lot of tension rising between the best in the world, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins here on Friday Night SmackDown, all stemming from, you know, all these events of the Money in the Bank qualifying matches. I mean, I can hardly blame Punk because it's such a big opportunity to, you know, get yourself in that Money in the Bank ladder match. And you basically, if you win that briefcase, which Punk has done twice, mind you, then, I mean, both times he successfully cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase because of it. And now elbow right to the face of Punk. What I was going to say is, like, you know, there is cause for the action of CM Punk as to why he did what he did. Like I said, he came back to become world champion again. Not only that, but had he been in that Money in the Bank ladder match and had, you know, given his experience on his side, he probably would have had a very fair chance of winning the match. He would have made history. So in a way, Seth Rollins kept him from making history. My God, a pile driver? You gotta be kidding me. What the hell are you trying to do? End this man's career? This is what I'm talking about. CM Punk is just a dirty older man nowadays, man. I don't know, just resorting to unnecessary tactics to try and get an upper hand in his matches. But as I said, Punk would have made history being the only man to win Money in the Bank ladder match 3 separate times. He went back-to-back for 2 of those times. Back-to-back WrestleManias, he won the Money in the Bank ladder match. And now Sami Zayn kicking out at 1 there. I don't even know how Sami Zayn's still in this fight after getting dropped on his head with a pile driver. I mean, you're talking about a move that nearly ended Stone Cold Steve Austin's career. And believe me, Punk is well aware of that because he has his fair thoughts about Stone Cold, as a matter of fact, as well. As now Sami Zayn finally getting a measure of revenge and finally getting some bit of an upper hand, but Punk goading him in a little bit. And now, wait a minute. The hell does Punk got planned? But now it's Sami Zayn with a little bit of a reversal. Drop Punk on his neck this time. A little bit of a fair play there from Sami Zayn. And Punk, I mean, he's the older of the two, so I don't know how many more bumps like that he could really take in his career. getting dropped on his neck. It's not good for a young wrestler, let alone somebody of Punk's age. And now those educated feet of CM Punk coming into play. Look at this, Anaconda Vice, wasting no time. Sami Zayn completely thrown off guard in the early goings of this match. And speaking of early goings, it might not be very early yet because we almost had a winner right there. It would have been a very short showing for Sami Zayn. But Sami Zayn is a fighter at the end of the day that we know much more about. And he just dropped Punk right back on his neck with another German suplex. The target is clear as day right now, and Sami Zayn is launching a full attack at it. The back and the neck of Punk both have been damaged from, carrying two companies on his back in separate decades. Huge clothesline out to the floor. Now, wait a minute, Sami Zayn's not done yet there. Suicide dive wipes Punk out. And like I said, Zayn has a point to prove himself. He didn't find himself in that Money in the Bank ladder match. He lost his qualifying match as well. And now look at this. Acai moonsault wipes Punk out. And Sami Zayn's in full control finally now. Now it's CM Punk having to play a little bit of defense here. As now Zayn on that turnbuckle. And now wipes out CM Punk. Count of 6 as Zayn scales the top rope. CM Punk better watch out. Big Hurricane Rana from Sami Zayn. Cover here, but Punk again out at 2. Or I should say 1 this time. And now into the turnbuckle goes CM Punk. Wait a minute, Sami Zayn. Exploder into the turnbuckle. That could be it right there. Like I said, Punk, yes, he's in peak condition for his career right now, but he cannot be taking so many, bumps on the back and the neck and everything. Like, just all these years of putting his body through the absolute worst that he possibly can. And for Sami Zayn to be perhaps making a target out of all that says a lot about the, ring awareness and awareness of who he's in the ring of. I basically said the same thing twice, but what I'm getting. Like, Sami Zayn knows his opponent anytime he's getting in the ring. Another superplex. This is the third one we've seen on this show. All right, again, this is awesome chants from the crowd. This is arguably some form of a dream match. Sami Zayn and CM Punk, a match we've never seen before until you discover the JPG channel, that's for sure. And now CM Punk, the hell does he have planned for Sami Zayn? Oh, no, wait a minute. No. You got to be kidding me. Punk, no. The Pepsi plunge, you have to be kidding me! Oh my God! And Punk might have hurt himself in the process, but Sami's out. Sami is out. There's no way in hell. What the hell? He got the shoulder out. Even look at Punk's face. He's in disbelief. A Pepsi plunge? You've got to be kidding me. Punk hasn't pulled that out since his ROH days. How the hell is Sami still in this? I'll tell you how, man. That resiliency, man. That refuse to die attitude of Sami Zayn. And here he comes right back. Somehow on his feet with a Hurricane Rana now. Wiping out CM Punk. We just saw a freaking Pepsi plunge in 2024. I'm fired up here. Goes for a knee. Got nothing. And now super kick for his own trouble. Shout out to main event Jey Uso. And I think Sami was looking to take to the skies, but Punk wisely getting out of harm's way. But Sami's gonna, find his way through the skies one way or another, because look at this. Here comes Zayn. Tope con hilo, beautifully executed. And Sami's fired up now. I don't know how the hell he's even standing after one, taking a sit-out pile driver nonetheless at the beginning of this match, and 2, taking a damn Pepsi plunge off the top rope. How the hell is Sami still in the fight? And now wait a minute, goes for an elbow drop from halfway across the ring. And now right into a Steiner recliner, more damage to the back of Punk. Sami Zayn is really putting up a showing against the best in the world here tonight. This has to frustrate Punk because, he wants that opportunity to say, that he's better not only than everybody else, but definitely Seth freaking Rollins, and he needs this victory to even call himself that, really, because Seth, he still won his match last week against Santos Escobar, even with Punk attacking him before the match. That would say a lot if Punk can't get the job done here tonight against a fresh Sami Zayn. And now went for a drop kick, but Sami might have goaded him in that time. Chop to the chest now. And now wait a minute, got him up. Oh no, Punk, a shot right to the face. Was going for the Blue Thunder. The Blue Thunder bomb, but Punk wisely telegraphing it, and now it's Sami Zayn running his head into the turnbuckle this time. And now wait a minute, Sami Zayn, what the hell has he got planned for CM Punk? Going off the top rope again with a Hurricane Rana this time. I don't think Sami's done just yet. Now he heads to the top rope. What the hell does Sami Zayn have planned here? Huge moonsault. Hurricane Rana moonsault combination to put away Punk. No, Punk gets the shoulder this time. And Sami's got to stay in that fight, man. He cannot get frustrated. Not with a man like CM Punk. And I don't think Sami is choosing to do just that. And now look at this. Went for the drop kick, but Punk ducked it. Went for that vintage drop kick that we've seen Sami hit time and time again, but Punk was able to telegraph that as well. And now off the ropes goes Sami Zayn. Now this is vintage Punk here. A beautiful power slam. Thought he'd be going for that float over neck breaker, but he kind of surprised me there. Could this be it? Sami again gets the shoulder though. And now it's Punk perhaps starting to have a little bit of doubt, maybe second guesses. I don't know. I mean, it's very unfamiliar territory for CM Punk, and so is this, being in a submission hold once again. Boston Crab this time from Sami Zayn, but Punk somehow fighting out of it once again. And now wait a minute. Oh no, CM Punk looking to show Sami Zayn how it's done, because look at this. Takes to the skies, does the Second City Saint. Suicide dive, wiping out Sami Zayn. And now no Anaconda Vice on the floor. Anaconda Vice on the floor, just looking to make Sami Zayn pass out at this point. This is that nefarious tactics that we were talking about from CM Punk. Look at this, just absolutely wrenching at the neck and the chest and the face of Sami Zayn here. Sami's out, man. Punk's trying to choke this man. The ref might want to, use some of his discretion here, because this is getting absolutely hard to watch at this point. Sami Zayn is kicking and screaming and pleading for Punk to get the hell off him, just trying to drive some knees into the shoulder. Finally gets Punk off him. And now, wait a minute. Oh my God, a haluva kick just knocked Punk's teeth down his throat. You gotta be kidding me. Haluva kick out of nowhere. Sami Zayn is still in the fight. Punk is dazed. He has no idea where the hell he's at. Sami's going to remind him. Chops to the chest. Here comes the resilient one. And this time, Sami gets it. Nothing generic about it. Blue Thunder bomb. But no, again, not enough to get the job done. Sami has to be second-guessing himself at this own point. And now Exploder once again from Sami. And now it's Punk powdering to the floor, but I don't think Sami's going to really allow that. He's going to follow him. Swanton bomb! You've got to be kidding me. Zayn refuses to be denied here tonight. And Punk is feeling every last bit of that Swanton bomb. I'll let you know that right now. Believe me, he was here when Jeff Hardy was still, throwing those things out pretty bigly. Now, what the hell Sami Zayn got planned here? Oh, my God, a suplex to the outside. And we just talked about Punk can't take too many bumps on his back in the ring. This man can't take no bumps out to the floor like that, and Zayn is well aware of that. Zayn might have just permanently taken Punk out of this match for good at this point. What the hell else does Sami Zayn have planned for Punk? And now, wait a minute. Oh, an elbow right to the face, though. Elbow right to the face and ran right into it. Ran right into the GTS. GTS gets Sami. Count of 1, 2, 3. Punk gets a huge win here tonight against a very game, very resilient Sami Zayn. We're having a little bit of trouble with our feed here tonight, folks. We hear a lot of commotion in the background. I don't know what the hell's going on. Why the hell can't we get cameras on this, folks? Somebody's getting their ass beat. Somebody's getting the bricks put on them. I don't know what the hell is going on. What the? That was Seth Rollins? Seth Rollins? Apparently Seth Rollins just showed himself, his face at the end of that match and was laying it in at CM Punk. What the hell happened to our cameras? What's going on here? What kind of botch fest is this? Well, speaking of, I was going to say, speaking of botch fest, I was just going to make a Tonga Loa joke, but nonetheless, we don't want to call the new Bloodline a botch fest because they're in our main event for the WWE Tag Team Championships. But yes, indeed, our main event here tonight, the new Bloodline, Tama Tonga Loa, getting their second opportunity at A-Town Down Under, this time with all the gold on the line. And I mean, come on, the mission has to be clear as day. Solo Sikoa getting tag team championship gold back in some variation of the Bloodline. And honestly, with Roman Reigns getting in Gunther's face last week for presumably the World Heavyweight Championship, heading into, wait a minute, here come the champs. You know, they got pretty beat up last match, so clearly they're trying to use a little bit of their advantage this time around. His theory with a big drop kick to the back of the head of Tama Tonga, excuse me. And Solo Sikoa can't even believe just the audacity of these two. Theory and Waller didn't even come out here with the titles. A little bit of a beatdown on the new Bloodline before they can even get a wherewithal about themselves. But now, oh, here comes Tonga Loa getting back into this thing and now trying to fend off Grayson Waller this time. You don't see the new Bloodline on the receiving end of a beatdown every now and then. Oh my goodness, a big boot right to the face of Theory. And now Tama Tonga trying to take out Grayson Waller here. Irish whip sends Tonga Loa into the ring. I think this match can finally become official now. Oh my God, what a big boot to the face. And arguably that just gave A-Town Down Under a little bit of an advantage, and apparently a much needed one at that, because they must be in fear of losing those tag team championships here tonight. And now look at this, goes for a move. Oh, no, a little bit of athleticism from Tonga Loa there. And now driving that head down into the mat of Theories. And now takes Grayson Waller out. Clearly there's no love lost between these two. As I said, the new Bloodline completely dominating the WWE Tag Team Champions, their first go with them. And now, wait a minute, what the hell are we about to see from the Tongans? You gotta be kidding. Oh my God, a shot right to the leg. That's gonna kill any bit of athleticism that Theory has, and he does have freakish athleticism. He's not gonna be jumping 7 feet in the air with one leg. The hell is Solo Sikoa doing? Get out of the ring, you dipshit. Solo, what is Solo doing? Like, he always has to be the center of attention, man. I don't get it. Anyways, I'm trying to get back into this match because Tama Tonga is trying to prevent Theory from getting the tag, but he gets it anyway, but an elbow for his troubles to the back. Now it's Grayson Waller in this thing. Now Grayson Waller, oh, look at this, Solo Sikoa, that's what he was trying to do this entire time. I don't know what he had to get in the ring for. Now a chop to the knee of Grayson Waller, and now a drop kick right to the face of Austin Theory. And this is that unrelentless offense that we saw from the Bloodline last time. Goes for an Irish whip. Grayson Waller reverses now. Elbow right to the face. Elbow right to the face. And now it's Grayson Waller. What the hell? What the hell is this? Oh my God, a forearm to the back of the neck. Yeah, man, I don't know. Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, they come on with a chip on their shoulder in the main event, folks. Like I said, they do not want to be upstaged once again, now with the championships on the line. And now Waller getting a tag to Theory. Theory might still be shaking off the cobwebs of that knee injury that he suffered earlier. But Tama Tonga now out, and oh my, you don't want to get hit with that. I don't care if he's Samoan or not. You don't want to get hit with a Tongan headbutt either. And he just got spiked with it. And now, wait a minute. Solo Sikoa again. What the hell are you doing, bro? Oh, look at that. I'm trying to, keep control of this match and call it how I see it. But, man, Solo Sikoa is being an ultimate distraction. You're going to have to get his ass out of here or something, man. Like, how many times is he going to be allowed in the ring? I don't understand. And how beautiful taking out Austin Theory is Tonga Loa. Solo. Did you have too much coffee? What the hell's going on? Speaking of what the hell's going on, look at Tama Tonga suicide dive. Wiping out Austin Theory now. And so Grayson Waller is completely focused on Solo Sikoa, man. You're going to want to, you know, Grayson Waller getting in the face of Solo Sikoa. You're going to want to focus here, but Tama, I mean, this might be the strategy that Solo Sikoa has, honestly. Just completely distract the tag team champions until it's a two-man on one-man disadvantage, and it's pretty much what it's been here. Austin Theory now trying to get something going here, but again, a headbutt for his troubles. And this whole time, the new Bloodline has stayed completely fresh in this match, just like we saw last time, partially because of Solo Sikoa, if you ask me. What the hell is Tonga Loa looking for here? Oh my goodness, just planting Theory there. And Solo Sikoa, man, like, I don't understand. I'm thinking it's just to distract Grayson Waller, but I don't know how Aja Smith, the referee in charge of this match, is still letting this, you know, happen. And Grayson Waller, I think he's had enough. I think he just threw a strike at Solo Sikoa, if I'm not mistaken here. And now look at this. Oh, Tama Tonga with a cheap shot to Grayson Waller. And yeah, that is clearly the plan, clear as day. Solo Sikoa is just there to distract him. And now, wait a minute. You gotta be kidding me here. I think the new Bloodline's going for the kill. Powerbomb cutter combination. A powerbomb cutter combination and a clothesline to Grayson Waller. You've gotta be kidding me. Another squash for the new Bloodline in a championship match. That easily, the new Bloodline are WWE Tag Team Champions. A-Town Down Under quite literally tried to give themselves the advantage heading into this match by attacking them from behind. And clearly that did not work very well because Solo Sikoa made his presence very well known in this match, almost annoyingly at some points. That was a beautiful tag team move there. I don't know what the hell to call that, but we can call the new Bloodline the new WWE Tag Team Champions. The Tongan Twins have done it in our main event. Folks, next week is going to be one hell of a show as well because Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed go head-to-head. Roman Reigns is back in the building and back in action in our main event. You cannot miss it, but I will see y'all on Monday.